Hi, I'm Charles Scott. I'm a System Administrator for the PikaClub.co.uk and I'm here to talk about Pokemon. Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to breed Pokemon. Now, this is a very useful technique in that what happens is you get a male Pokemon and a female Pokemon together and you get an egg with a baby Pokemon in it. Now, this can be useful for breeding Pokemon you don't have, and it can also be useful for other means. But what Pokemon can you put together? Well, each Pokemon is part of at least one egg group. This is an example of an egg group on the screen here. Now, every Pokemon in this egg group can breed with every other Pokemon that's in this egg group. For example, the Bisharp here can breed with a Hypno there. So, in order to determine which Pokemon you get inside the egg, it's very simple. The female version of what Pokemon you put in is what the base form of the egg will hatch into. If you put a female Hypno in, you'll get a Drowsy come out of the egg. If you put a female Bisharp in, you'll get a Pawniard come out of the egg. So what happens if you have only a male version of a Pokemon, but you want the basic form of it? Well, that's where Ditto comes in. Ditto is a very useful Pokemon in that it can breed with almost any Pokemon available, male or female or genderless. Now, the important egg group that you need to know is the cannot breed group. The Pokemon on this screen cannot breed in any way, even with a Ditto, and so they're important to remember. After you've decided which two Pokemon you're going to breed together, you take them to a daycare centre that accepts two Pokemon. On the screen now is the list of all the daycare centres in all the regions that will breed your Pokemon. Once you place your two Pokemon inside the daycare centre, the man outside will tell you how your Pokemon are getting along. Now, the phrase he says doesn't matter much, including they don't get along with each other. You'll still get an egg, unless he says the phrase that's highlighted in red at the bottom. If he says that, your Pokemon are incompatible. So remember, the female Pokemon that you put into the daycare centre is what determines what comes out of the egg. You'll always get the base form of that Pokemon from that evolution line. The male passes along moves that the Pokemon may learn naturally or via TM, or sometimes it will pass along a move that it can't otherwise learn in any other way. Also, Ditto is your friend in breeding. Doesn't matter if it's male or female, it will always produce the base form of the evolution line. And don't forget the no breeding group. These Pokemon cannot breed. And that's how to breed Pokemon.